Alright guys, welcome back again. So it is time for AWS. So today is day 31 for the 100 days of cloud of AWS series. So yesterday we finished for day 30. Now it is time for day 31. So you will see the lab title is configuring a private RDS instance for application development. So let's go there. So let me go xcleardraw.com and tappdraw.com. So I already have an architecture diagram for this lab, so I will explain it later. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to wait a moment and to see the given instruction. All right, so the key point is, we have to create the RDS instance. So like this, RDS instance. So RDS instance is not simple, easy to install, not like that. So we can simply think that to create a simple, easy to install, we can create within a subnet. That's great, but for creating a RDS instance, we need to know the two subnets, because RDS instance is for database, to keep the data for the storage, so something like that. So okay, you can think like that. To create a simple, easy to instance, we can create within a subnet, right? So we can create within a simple subnet. But for RDS instance, we cannot create within only subnet. At least we need to know 2 or 3 subnets. So after getting subnet list, we can create RDS instance. So we need to consider this concept carefully. Alright, so now we will read the given instruction from the top to down. Okay, before we start to read the instruction, let me copy this all given content right here. Okay, that's great. So here the Natalia's development team is working on a new application feature that requires a reliable and scalable database solution. So they are working on a feature, but that feature requires scalable database for the best solution. So to facilitate development and testing, they need a new private RDS instance. So this RDS instance is not public, that is private. Alright, so this instance will be used to store critical application data and must be provisioned using AWS Free Tier, I think.
Tier.
Yeah, Free Tier to minimize costs during the initial development phase. So the team has chosen MySQL as the database engine for this lab. So due to its compatibility with their existing system, so yeah, for the best solution, they approach the MySQL as the best. So here, due to its compatibility, and here the DevOps team has been tasked with setting up this RDS instance. Okay, so ensuring that it is correctly configured and available for use by the development team. Alright, that's great. So as a member of the Natalia's DevOps team, our task is to perform the following requirements. So we need to read these given requirements carefully, because here is clearly mentioned that RDS Instance Name, and we have to use full configuration database creation method, and we have to select the free tier template, and further it must be db.t3.micro type instance. So first of all, let me find the related comment to create this private RDS instance. So let me find in the Google. I will copy all the whole sentence. Okay. The reason why I copied the whole sentence is because I don't want to miss this correct name here, xfusion dash or hyphen RDS, and here also free tier template. So let me find that. So we have to run this command to create the private RDS instance. But before we run, we need to analyze this command because it is so obvious right here. We need to create database subnet group name, subnet group, and also we need to know the VPC security group IDs. So if we don't know those values, how do we create this RDS instance, right? So we cannot create that. So one more requirement, there are two more requirements here. So this is RDS name. So this instant type here, instant type name is type is db.t3.micro, engine is MySQL, allocated storage is we had to use 50 GB, not 20 GB, right? So but we need to change that. Alright, so engine is configuration, engine is version is, and also we need to add the engine is version. MySQL engine version. Okay, so there are two more requirements. We need to know that here, these two. So so let me paste right here. Okay, so these are two more requirements that we need to know. Let me point right here, and also this. So how do we get the DB subnet group name? So we have to create that. So first of all, we need to create the VPC security group IDs. We need to know, we need to know the VPC ID and subnet ID, and also for this. So okay, let me find the VPC ID, how to get AWS VPC ID from the CentOS terminal. Let me find like this. So let me run this command to get the VPC ID. Alright, so we get this default VPC ID. So let me keep somewhere. So I will keep right here. And then now we need to get the subnet IDs. That's one of the requirements. Now this time AWS subnet ID list of a specific VPC ID from the CentOS terminal. Okay, so let me run this command, but we need to replace with the correct VPC ID name. Sorry, VPC ID. So VPC ID value is I can get from here. So I will copy that and I will replace right here, and I will run this command to get the subnet ID. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So totally we have 6 subnets. So I will copy all of those subnets right here. We had to use it later. Alright, that's great. So now it is time to create that, the DB subnet group. So how do you create the DB subnet group? So let me create right here. So how to create a DB subnet group? For now, we have to create for this, RDS instance, right? So that we find RDS. So we can run this command. So here is DB subnet group name is, you can get any name because it's not mentioned. It is not mentioned about the DB subnet group right here within the description instruction. So maybe I will give the name is. Now we are doing for the xfusion, so I will give the xfusion RDS subnet group. Let me give like this the name. So here is subnet group for my RDS instance. This is for xfusion instance. Maybe xfusion RDS instance. You can write any description right here, no matter what it is. That's definitely fine. So, but we need to give the two subnet ID right here from this subnet list. So you can choose any two subnets. So I will choose the first two subnet. Like I said before, you know, it's not like the creating a simple EC2 instance. To create a simple EC2 instance, you can use just only one subnet. But to create the RDS instance, at least you need to use two subnets. That's why. So I will remove this, and I will get two subnet list. Okay, and I will. Sorry for I will use the second name. Alright, so I will copy that and I'll put right here. Now let me run this to create the subnet group, DB subnet group. Okay, so we successfully created. Okay, now what do we need to do right now? Let me see that. Okay, so we need to create the security, here, security group, right? So to get the security group ID, we need to create the security group, right? So how do we create that? How to create a security security group. Okay, so we have to run these comments. So when you analyze these comments, we need to know that this is RDS group name. So you can get any name, but I will get xfusion-rds sd. This is security group for the xfusion RDS. Yeah, let me get like this. Here we need to give the correct VPC ID, because now we are creating all of these resources within a VPC. So that's why VPC ID is very important. So I will use this VPC ID again. So I will replace that and I will run this command to create the security group. Okay, now we get the security group ID. So I will copy that security group ID right here. Here again. Okay, now it is time to create the private RDS instance. So we will go back right here. So we need to replace the @ value. So here RDS name is correct. Instance class type is correct. Engine is MySQL correct. But we need to give the engine version. Engine version is here, starting with the 8.4.8. Alright, so I will replace right here. Oh, sorry, I need to get that value. So here you can get 2, you can get 1, you can get 5, or you can get 3. So any number you can get right there. So allocated storage amount is not 20. that would be 50 right here. Threshold value to 50 GB, right? So I need to modify so I will change into 50. So master username is, you can get any name, and master user password is, you can use your password, maybe hello admin. So I will get like the hello admin 123, and let me use exclamation mark. And subnet group name, so we give the subnet group name right here. So we need to give the correct subnet group name. So I will copy from here. So this is subnet group name. Okay, I will copy that value and I will replace right here, and the security group ID. So I can get the security group ID right here. So that's great. So I will remove this, and I will replace that. So no publicly accessible, right? So this is private, and storage type is GP2, and no multi is that, and template is free tier, right? So here we see that again. Okay, template type is free tier. Okay, now it's ready to run this command. I think so. Alright. Let me read it again. Create private RDS express. Must be T3.micro threshold key configuration. Okay, so let me run this. So it is time to create. Oh, access denied. Maybe something's wrong. An error occur. Something is wrong. Maybe command is wrong. DB instance, right? Create DB instance. Is there any error in this command? Let me check that. So we don't have any error. Maximum allocated storage is, can you make maximum, because this is 50 GB, right? So alright, let me get this instruction right here. So what's wrong? Okay, so this maximum allocated storage is 50 GB. So let me run this command again. What's wrong? Oh, alright. This the problem is right here within the admin user. I hope so. So I will remove this. Okay, let me run that again. Okay, so we successfully created RDS instance within the VPC. Okay, that's great. So finally we will check the status, and here to see if the available state. So let me check it out. So it's just creating. So we're gonna have to wait around maybe 2 minutes. So after 2 minutes, we will see if the status is available. So here the problem is we should not, we should not add exclamation mark within the master user password in the middle. Okay, that's great. So here I will explain the whole architecture diagram right now. So here, so this is development team. They create applications, but they just only have the private access only to this VPC, AWS VPC. So within this VPC, we have to configure, we have to create resources to connect each other and to work properly. So here, so when we're creating Amazon RDS database instance, we need to have at least 2 subnets. So we have to create the subnet group, right? We had to create the database subnet group before we creating this RDS instance. So at least we have to use 2 subnets, right? So after creating this RDS instance, we have to connect with the storage. That is for autoscaling from like 20 GB to 50 GB, and we have to do automated backups, and we had to create a security group to protect the incoming traffic. So yes, that's the thing we have to do for this lab. So this is the architecture diagram for this lab. So first of all, we have to create the DB subnet group, and then we have to create a security group for this private RDS instance. Okay, let me check it again, the status. It's still creating because it takes time, right? So yeah, here we are supposed to be patient, I think. So yeah, when we're solving a problem, we can approach different ways. In different ways, we have the different solutions to complete the challenge. So the first thing I approach right here is like, I just only think about to create a private RDS instance, but when I see the related comments to create a RDS instance, so we get more requirements that we need to know ahead. So we don't have the subnet group name, and we don't have the VPC security group ID. So we figured it out. So to create the subnet group name and to create the VPC security group, and after that, finally, we can create the RDS instance. And also, when we create the RDS instance, we have to check it out the correct name and values for the arguments right here for this command. Okay. How about again? Let me check it out again. Oh, so now it changed into the backing up state. So, and after this, we may see the available state. So finally, when we see the available state, we can submit this text. All right. So I don't need this. I will remove this. Here, this is a private, that's why internet cannot access directly into this RDS instance, because we make it private, right? So, but it is public, probably internet can access directly to this RDS instance. So let me check again. Still backing up. Okay. How about one more time? I'm so excited to see the available state. Oh, stay backing up. So bash 1, 2, 3 even not found. One more time. Oh, the same. Right. Oh, it takes time. Oh, I hope everything is okay. Why it takes time? Here this data is subnet data is added. Here also added. So we use two subnets. Here database parameter groups. This is VPC security group ID. db.t3.micro. Engine is MySQL. db instance data is creating. Allocated storage is 20. But we do auto scaling to the 50 GB here, the threshold. Okay, let me check it again. Why it takes time? It's pretty weird. Yeah, so finally we received the available state. So now I think we are qualified to submit the text. So let me check it out and click confirm. Yeah, so yes, we did it, right? So it's been successful. So if I can do it, you can also do it too. I definitely trust you. So thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next coming video. Anyway, this lab is also a little bit challenging. I think so. So peace out, guys.